I don't know what your beliefs are uh, about God and about the creation. I don't know if you're a Muslim, if you're an atheist, a Christian, a Jew, a Hindu. I don't know who are you, at what point of life you're watching this video, and I don't know anything about you. But if you have clicked on this video, then you might be there might be this question revolving around your head. Something in your life would be happening where you are forced to know about the creation of humanity, and why were humans created at the first place? What's the purpose of life? Why were humans created? Why was this earth created? Why does this universe exist? Why does I exist? Why does suffering in my life exist? Why do I have all these problems in my life? Why do I have all this chaos in my life? Why was I meant to be in pain and suffering? That's my reason of existence. What am I doing over here? Why was I created? Why was I created? What's the purpose of my life? What is the purpose of my life? Why do I exist? Something close to this question of what's the purpose of my life. Your life, you might be in that part of your life where you would be questioning yourself, asking yourself, wanting to know something with the purpose of creation. With the purpose of creation. That why do I exist? What's the purpose of life? I am a Muslim, and I'm not a Muslim because my family is a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim because my father is a Muslim. I'm not Muslim because someone forced me to accept Islam. I'm not Muslim because I loved someone and they asked me the only way I can gain their love is by becoming a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim because all of these reasons. I believe in Islam because I'm convinced of this religion. I'm absolutely convinced of this religion to be the religion of the one God, one true God. And we Muslims call him Allah. Call him Allah. So I will try to answer this question with the guidance we Muslims are given about the creation. That why were humans created? Why were humans created? And why did humans why was a human sent on this planet? Was a human sent on this planet as a punishment, like the Christians believe, or humans exist by accident, or by evolution, or by chance, like atheist believes? I'll try to answer that question for you. Allah created human. Allah created humans and he told the angels that I'm going to create a representative of mine, a representative of mine. The easy word for the exact Arabic word, the easy word is representative. The Arabic word for what Allah said is Khalifa. I'm going to create a Khalifa on earth. Now, what does Khalifa means? We'll try to dig into that word later on, inshallah. But let's now get back to the conversation. So Allah said to the angels, I'm going to create a creature, a man, and I'm going to make him my representative on earth. The angels asked Allah, Ya Rab, I'm paraphrasing, Ya Rab, will you create, why will you create someone, will you make someone as a representative of yours who will cause corruption and shed blood, while we are the one who glorify you, who purify you, who glorify you. So angels had this question. When angels observe man, they saw that this man, this creature that Allah has created, he has the capability of causing corruption. He has the capability, or she has the capability of shedding blood, of murdering, of committing genocide, of starting wars and killing millions upon millions, causing havoc, systematic starvation, and all of the evil you can think about. So the angels asked, Ya Rab, will you make this creature as your representative on earth? The one who will cause corruption and shed blood? Now, now let's talk about the word Khalifa. I am not an expert in anything, so I cannot explain you the Arabic word Khalifa. That what does it really means in Arabic? You have to ask an Arabic expert for that. But the easy translation is representative. Now, who is a representative of someone? Who represents someone? Who's a representative? If you own a company, if you own something, or let's say you own a company, or let's say you are a teacher. You are a teacher, and for a while, for an hour or two, you are going somewhere outside the class. You have to, the principal call you, or the administration call you for something, so you have to leave your class. Now, in order to make sure that the class remain calm and the class remain organized, and your students don't start juggling and make a jungle out of the classroom, you chose a student among all the students. You chose one student. You call them and you make them stood over there. And you said them, I'm giving you the responsibility to make sure that everything is working properly. That everyone is sitting quietly, they are working, they are doing their homeworks, they're doing their classwork, they're studying, and there's no havoc happening in this classroom while I'm not there. While I'm not there. So this person, a teacher, whom will they choose? Well, they'll choose the most disciplined, the most disciplined child, the child who can control the class, the child who has the capability of controlling the class, the child that has some essence of teacher in them. Because a child who doesn't has the capability of managing the class won't can't be given the responsibility of a class. You'll only choose that child who is able to control the class, who has some essence of teacher in them. So Allah chose human being, man, to be representative of his own. What is man supposed to do? See, humans, we all, every human being from the creation of the first man to the creation of the last person in existence was already present with Allah before this life. Every one of us were present in the presence of Allah. Every one of us. Every one of us. I forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah. So every one of us were present in the presence of Allah. And when we were in the presence of Allah, what did we experience? Who is Allah? In order to know Allah, we have to know his names. The best way to know Allah, that who Allah is, we have to study his names, his attributes. So who is Allah? The Quran explains to us, Allah is the one who is most merciful, who is most compassionate, who is the most knowledgeable, who is the most protecting, who is the one who provides the most, and all of the excellent attributes Allah has. I mean, words cannot do justice in praising Allah. This is who Allah is. The one who is most compassionate, the one who is most merciful, the one who is most forgiving, the one who is most loving. And we humans have some essence of those attributes of Allah in us. We have those. Humans are also merciful. Humans are also forgiving. Humans are also compassionate. Humans are also tolerant. Humans are also forgiving. Humans are also relenting. Humans have all of these emotions. So this answers the question which has been asked time and time again to atheists, to the people who are atheists, who deny the very existence of God, that we were created by chance. Well, if we were created by chance, and we exist because some matters and atoms came together and there was something that happens, and then evolution happened, and man came out of a monkey, then where does this emotions come from? Where does these emotions come from? Why am I so merciful towards other people? Why am I compassionate towards other people? Why do I love beauty? Where does this beauty comes from? If man is just an extension of the animal kind, well, animals eat out of dirt and eat from the dustbin. Why do we need things to be presentable? Why? Because we were in the presence of Allah. We were in the presence of Allah. And Allah is the most beautiful. We have experienced the beauty of Allah. We have experienced the mercy of Allah, the compassion of Allah, the love of Allah, the forgiveness of Allah, all the attributes of Allah. We have experienced Allah. And that's why we have something, some essence of those attributes of Allah in us. Okay. So, so why did Allah chose man, mankind, to be his representative? The angels asked Allah, will you choose this man to be a representative of yours who will cause corruption and shed blood? So Allah calls the first human being Adam alayhi salam, and Allah taught him the names of people. Allah taught him. Allah taught him. So what are you learning from these very few words that I'm saying again and again? Allah taught him. Mankind has the ability to learn things. Man, what separates man from the all of the living things and the angels and the jinn is his intellect, his capability and ability to reason, to think, to ponder, to invent, to create. Man has that. So Allah taught the first man the names of all of us. Or Allah taught man the names of all the other creation, if I'm not wrong. And Allah presented that those things. Maybe it were humans or it was something else. My memory is failing me right now. So Allah asked the angels, tell their names. Tell their names if you are truthful. You asked me this question that why am I choosing man to be my representative on the earth? Then you tell me, Allah is telling the angels, you tell me the names of these right in front of you. And the angels right then and there realize that they have made a mistake. Not really a mistake, but the angel realized why did Allah chose man over them? Why? Because mankind has intellect and angels don't have that. So the angel said, Subhanallah. Allah, you are perfect. You are perfect. Yes, mankind has the ability to cause corruption and shed blood. And they are doing that. We are doing that. And we are doing that very well. I mean, I'm recording this video while there is a genocide happening in Gaza, Lebanon. So humans are doing that part of their job, or that is not really a job, but that part very well, causing corruption, spreading disorder, killing, murdering, raping, burning people alive, dropping bombs on innocent people, taking bribe, beating, domestic violence, civil violence, wars. Humans are doing that very well. But that was not the purpose of mankind. The purpose of mankind was to be a representative of Allah on this planet. I have this paper with me. So, and as you might be familiar with the story of Adam and Eve, radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in, that Allah, Allah, after creating mankind, Allah sent them to the heavens, and Allah said that you can enjoy everything in this heaven except one tree. You cannot eat the fruit of this tree. That's it. But as we know that Satan, devil, seduced our father and mother, radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in, and our father and mother slipped and they ate. Pause over here. What did our father and mother did? They were told to do something and they did just opposite of that. What did they just do? They made a choice. They made a choice. See, angels, they don't have a choice. Man is a creature capable of making choices. Choices. Man is a creature who has this unique freedom to believe in Allah and to disbelieve in Allah. Mankind has a unique freedom to believe in Allah and to disbelieve in Allah. I think we have covered two things. Man, why was man chosen to be a representative of Allah? Because he has intellect. Because he has intellect. And man was given the ability to make choices. To make choices. Now Allah gave this feature to mankind. Why did Allah give mankind a choice, this ability to make choices? Allah willed so. Because if mankind didn't have the choice, didn't have the capability of making decisions, then they were like angels. They would have become angels, like some creation like angels. But man has been given this unique power of making decision, and before making decision, mankind has been guided. Why now making decision? Man, the job of a man is a representative of Allah. So man has this responsibility of making right decisions, representing the wisdom of Allah, representing the attributes of Allah. You have the choice when you are walking down the street and there's an old man who can't do anything. You have the choice either to rob him or to help him. Helping a poor man, a man who needs, is an attribute of Allah. Robbing, causing corruption, is the other side of a human being. Now, you and I, we have the choice. We can either help him make a decision which represent the attributes of Allah, which we have already experienced in the heaven, or we can be the other side of a man, the corrupt one, the one who sheds blood. That's the purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to make decisions representing the attributes of Allah, making decisions representing the attributes of Allah, living life in accordance to what Allah wants us to live, in obedience, in worship, in obedience. I I am not able to explain you people this concept very well. I know that I'm having difficulty to convey the message I want to convey. So for that, I really want for the people who are really serious, please go on to on the web, on your mobile phone, on the YouTube, and type in, search for this video by Dr. Jeffrey Lang, The Purpose of Life. Dr. Jeffrey Lang. Dr. Jeffrey Lang. I'll try to link that video in my description box. Watch that video because he did an excellent job in conveying this message. I am having difficulty right now to convey this message to you, to convey this story, to reflect what I want to say. I'm having difficulty right now. That's why I urge you people to go and watch that video from Dr. Jeffrey Lang, The Purpose of Life. What are we doing over here? What is a man doing over here? Our role is to manage the resources responsibly with response, the resources we have on this earth. We have this age-old question in philosophy that what's the purpose of life, or why was man created? It's a really simple answer. Allah chose man to be his representative on earth. He wanted order and justice to be, Allah wants order and justice to be established on this earth. And Allah gave responsibility to man to do that. In whatever sphere we live in, you don't have to be a king or a queen or a judge to be just, to make sure that everything is working in order. No, you can be just a human being having responsibility over your family, making sure that everything is working properly, everything is working in accordance to justice, in accordance to the will of Allah. And while making sure that everything is working properly, you don't become a tyrant or a dictator. No, you represent the attributes of Allah. You're merciful, you're compassionate, you're forgiving. That's what Allah wants. A representative on earth, establish the deen of Allah on this earth by representing the attributes of Allah. And one of the most repeated attribute of Allah in the Quran is mercy. Is mercy. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It has been said again and again in the Quran, Rahman, Rahim. Allah is the most merciful. Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, over and over and over and over again. Yes, we have to establish the deen of Allah on this planet. That's the job of a man. What's the purpose of life? Establish the deen of Allah in whatever sphere of life you are, or in whatever way you can. In whatever way you can. You don't just have to become a Maulana to do that. No, you can be a doctor, an engineer, a scientist, a mother, a father, a brother, a neighbor, a stranger. You can be anyone. You could be someone who's running a shop, a restaurant, or owning a $1 billion company. What do you do? Establish the deen of Allah, establish justice, make sure that everything is in order, and making sure, very sure, that there is no corruption and bloodshed happening on this planet. That's the job of a man. Be a representative of Allah. Be a representative of Allah. Be a representative of Allah. I wasn't able to convey the message properly. I know that. I wasn't able to convey the message properly. But as I said, I'm not an expert. And I really urge every one of you to watch that video of Dr. Jeffrey Lang, The Purpose of Life. Please do. I'll link it down in the description, inshallah. And it's a really simple job. It's a really simple job. It's not that complicated. Now, as Allah said, that man has the capability and ability to make decisions, to make choices. Hopefully, that question you had in your mind, what's the purpose of life, was answered. That what am I doing over here? You're here to represent Allah by representing His attributes. Then why is all this suffering happening? Why is all this pain happening? In order to represent the attributes of Allah, you have to go through suffering and pain. That's the necessary part of embodying the character, embodying the attributes of Allah. It is what it is. Why is suffering happening? Why is killing happening? Why is Allah not doing anything? Because you are supposed to do what Allah can do. You are the representative of Allah. You are the representative of the teacher in that class, making sure that everyone is in order. And there's no chaos happening in the class. You are that student. You are supposed to stop the corruption and bloodshed. Allah can. Allah can. But he chose you to stop it. He chose you to stop it. Now it's our duty to stop it, to stop the corruption, to stop the injustice, to stop the bloodshed that's happening around, and making sure that everything is working in order, in accordance with the guidance of Allah, by representing the attributes of Allah, not by becoming a tyrant or a dictator. Mankind has the choice to believe in Allah and to disbelieve in Allah. I cannot give anyone guidance. I cannot force you to believe. Nobody can. Because Allah didn't give that power to anyone. But I really want you, while acknowledging the fact that I don't even know you, to not to become a disbeliever and make the right choice. Make the right decision for your own self. Yes, there is suffering. Yes, there is pain. I am a victim of abuse of my own family. I am. Yes, there is pain in this life. There is suffering in this life. But don't take your frustration of people out, or your anger of what people did to you out on Allah. Why didn't Allah did anything to save me? Why didn't Allah rescued me? Why? Well, the only reason that can the one who can give you for that is Allah Himself. Why? But you know that all the difficulties and pain and suffering you went through have not broken you, but after breaking you, they have made you a stronger person you were before. You're a stronger person right now after being through what you've been through. You're a stronger person. You're not weak now. You're better now. Suffering is an important part of life. It's an important part of life for us to grow, for us to grow. And for those of you who have been through those days, know that that thing that happened with you, which was the darkest part of your life, was actually the best thing that happened to you in your life. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next one, inshallah.